And we are back. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with us on this beautiful Friday here at the Doin Alright podcast, man. We have a little draft special for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Draft specials.
Got a little bit of draft work. Bryan, I got something on my mind.
Well, that's encouraging.
Got a little thought for you, Bryan.
Other than get rid of the defensive coordinator?
I always got time to talk.
I do appreciate your willingness to take a stand on these coaches. It only took me 3 years for Jason Garrett, but I appreciate your willingness.
Bryan, this is what I love about being independent and you know, just I come from the whatever.
Well, we dip our toe in that pool every once in a while.
If .com fired me tomorrow, I just go back to YouTube and just make more money on YouTube. I'll be fine.
I'm with you. I totally understand where you're going with this one.
I am no intern. You know, we do not do that here.
I'm with you. So
there's no censure going on.
Censure.
Bryan, I did have it in my mind. What time? I did have it in my mind, Bryan.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
No 2s and no 3s. You got 3 5s, no 6s, and 2 7s. Bryan, I started thinking about philosophically.
Yeah.
How do we handle those 2 1s? And I got 3 scenarios for you.
Okay.
And this ain't necessarily about your opinion today.
How often is this going to change, though, in your mind?
It's going to change. My mind going to change the more I watch dudes. The more players I watch, and the more that board changes.
So these questions that you have.
For example, if I can get Arvell Reese at 16, I'll hold what I got. If I can only get Arvell Reese at 7, I might do something different.
You're going to ask me about going up with this thing.
If Arvell Reese is at 3, but 7 but 3 is too expensive to get to.
Yeah.
What do I do then? So, Bryan, I got 3 scenarios, and you in your mind may have what you want to do.
Right.
And I do too. But for the sake of conversation, I want us to walk through the people.
Yeah.
To walk through for the people. What are we going to do with these 2 first-round picks, Bryan? So here we go.
Sure.
Our first option.
Yeah.
And this might be the Cowboys option here. Hold what you got and just keep both your 1s. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, currently, I believe the Cowboys are drafting at 14 and Green Bay are drafting at 23.
Right.
I believe, Bryan.
And with a Micah Parsons injury looming right now, too.
And, man, look, I don't want people to think that we're happy about that because
we're not at all. Not at all.
It's just cause and effect. We just talking about what's happening here.
It might affect the way they play the rest of the year.
If they start losing games, then
that's the NFL.
That's just the NFL, man.
Yeah.
We've been playing games without left tackle and corner all year. So
sure.
It just is what it is. We wish Michael well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's part of the conversation, though. Because
it has to be. It has to be.
Now, if they go on a skid and end up out of the postseason, what if the Lions take their spot in the postseason and now you got 2 1s that's sitting in the teens somewhere?
Yeah,
I think that's worth discussing.
Right.
But 2 1s, that's likely what the Cowboys will do. Right now, it's 14 and 23. Bryan, kind of talk to people what you're thinking about. Do you want the 2 guys that like what do you want those 2 picks to look like? Are you looking for, because you feel like around this range, Bryan, with those 2 1s, your best edges might be gone. Edge 1, 2, and 3 might be gone. Some of your best offensive linemen might be gone, and that may be an option for the Cowboys or something like that. Maybe corner. But in this range, you may get the 3rd pass rusher. You may get the second best linebacker besides Arvell Reese. You may get a running back in this range, Bryan. Tell me what you thinking if the Cowboys were to keep both those 1s and just stay where they at in draft.
Well, the obvious thing was you would think about defense, but I think we're honestly into a scenario where, Voch, I'm probably not looking at a defensive tackle.
Sure.
I'm clearly looking at the edge that you mentioned.
Yes, sir.
I'm clearly looking at a linebacker. I'm clearly looking at a safety. I'm clearly looking at a corner. On the opposite side of the ball, I think offensive tackle would be my play.
Yeah.
Now, I would not give a priority right now to a running back there. I don't think I would give a priority to a wide receiver there. So what I have to do going in, and this is as we speak.
Yeah.
This is as we speak in the 2nd week of December. I think I have to weigh those defensive positions against the best offensive tackle on my board. That's where I have to look at this. And is there going to be, I have a feeling right now, just looking at the players I've seen so far, if it gets to that second first-round pick, I'm still in that mode of probably thinking there's going to be a defensive player there better than one of these offensive tackles. So that's now in my mind, do I have to take the offensive tackle first with the thought of maybe taking the defensive player second because of the little bit of some of the depth of the position?
You know, looking at some of these boards, Brian, you know, and there's no consensus of a top tackle this year.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's a tax on tackle that make those dudes kind of go a little early. We even see that with like pass rushers. Think about last year. We're thinking about James Pierce, the pass rusher from Tennessee.
Right.
Maybe like a second-round guy, maybe, but because pass rush is so valuable, he goes earlier than that. Jalen Walker goes a lot earlier than that. Right. So let me ask you this: if that does happen,
well, let me ask you this real quick. If I can circle back, I'd love to hear. Am I going down the right path?
Sure.
Or am I? Or
I don't hate what you're saying because watch this. It's apparent that the Cowboys need defense.
Yeah.
Pass rusher, corner, linebacker.
Right.
Cool. And pass rusher is even a premium position, right?
Right.
But what if you're tasked with
it's a $47 million player now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What if you're tasked with the fourth pass rusher? What if that's our guy
Voch,
Brian? What if
from Auburn?
Keldrick Voch, your fourth defensive end.
I think if
it's him versus like Jeremiah Love or something at 14 overall.
This is now where I get in. It's not. I wouldn't call this trouble.
Sure.
Because I'm all about taking the highest guy on my board.
Sure.
And teams now will take the highest guy on their board within need.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's always been kind of the thought of like, oh well, don't draft for need and don't draft for take the best guy on your board. Teams take the best player on their board within need. That's what they do. And so, but to me personally, I have a much higher grade and a much higher regard right now, as we speak, of Love from Notre Dame, and maybe there'll be some other backs in there, but I don't have the thought of Voch from Auburn. And I say that because he's a 6'6", 285-pound guy that I don't see as a bendy player. I see very much like when you watch what the Cowboys play with right now, they got guys like Voch playing. I need somebody that can get after the passer. And I don't think that Voch is that type of guy. I would much rather have a guy like a Howell from Texas A&M. Parker's a guy that kind of scares me a little bit.
Second round guys.
That's what I'm saying. I would rather have like a Howell, Bailey, somebody like that before I would want Voch on there. And that's why I would take Love, and people will kill you. Well, it's not a positional value.
But
well,
he's
the best running back in the draft.
Now, Brian, this is where it gets interesting. Here's my second scenario. There's going to be a lot of turnaround on your roster, Brian.
A lot.
A ton of turnaround on your roster.
Especially if a new defensive coordinator.
Yes, sir. Let's just say for giggles, think about a couple years ago when the Lions wanted to trade it up to get Terry and Arnold. They moved up 5 spots and you got a third.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
A little bit of an overpay.
But
they wanted the player.
Brian, let's say in order to maximize trade movement to get as many dudes as you can, you trade your Cowboys pick, which is 14th, but you keep 23. You trade 14 back to 20-something.
Okay.
And you end up in getting a second and a third. Now, if you move back to 20-something in the first round, that'll put you at like 54 and 76 or something. Brian, are you open to the idea of trading that first pick to get more dudes? And think about what I'm saying when I say, because this is really what it is. You're trading away from 14. So you're trading away from the 14th best player on your board. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A dude that could be like a high impact guy.
Yep.
Do you trade away from him to possibly get more guys, but they won't be elite guys? They may be cool guys. They may be good players. You may get lucky and get a Tyler Smith at the end of the first round, but you might get a Tyler Guyton back there. You might get a Mozzie type character back there. In the second round, you might get a Donovan Ezra. You could get a Sam Williams type. Do you roll the dice and trade away from a top 15 pick to give yourself more picks, which will be 2 ones, and both those ones would be in the 20s? So let's say 23, 27, 54, and 72.
Yeah.
Would you trade away from 14 to get those picks?
Man, the way that my board sits
Because you ain't got a 2 and a 3.
Right.
Please.
Okay, I'm looking at right now like a guy like if you told me pick me a second round corner, I would take the kid Hood from Tennessee.
Sure.
Is who I would take. I personally have a guy like C.J. Allen in the second round, but I've only got 13 grades right now, 14 grades in the first round without quarterbacks. Might be one more guy. We might be looking at 14, 15, 16 names for first round grades. So then from that point on, players 17, 18, 19, yeah, that's where they're going to be in the stack. But those are guys who are going to probably have second round grades on my board. Yeah. So now I have to figure out how deep is this position. So far, the deepest position I think I've seen. I really do like, and this is something that Dallas probably doesn't need. But if you trade back and you're looking at possible second round guy, the defensive tackle group looks like a good group. One technique defensive tackles. You know, when you start to talk about McDonald from Ohio State, Miller, Washington, those guys are all kind of in my second round thing. We've talked about these edge rushers. You know, we talked a little bit about the corners, like with Hood in that situation. But guys like, would Allen be there? Am I trading away? Would I be trading away from somebody that I really, really say I'm trading away from Styles from Ohio State, you know, as a potential guy at 14? He would absolutely help you. McCoy, the corner from Tennessee, absolutely would help you. Delane from LSU, absolutely help you. I would have to really, really think about that in a way. And as much as I'd want day 2 picks, I think trading away from one of those guys, a potential top 4 or 5 guy on my board, sure, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do that.
So you would rather keep your 2 first round picks
and pick them out
and don't draft in day 2 and you'll still have 2 first round picks.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll be 23 and 25, and they'll be second round grades.
Yeah,
yes.
At least one of them could be second round grades. At least one of them could. I mean, one of them could fall into my 14. I think it's going to be. I'll have to see about these quarterbacks. There might be one. There might be one first round quarterback in that thing. So that would put my number at 15. That would my second round stack, or my second round would start at 16. So players 16, 17, 18 on my board would be second round guys. So
now, Bryan, let me ask you this. Where do you think, just right now, this ain't got to be perfect, we just talking.
Yeah.
Where do you think, so we got the 2 linebackers, Allen and Styles.
Yeah.
And our running back,
Love.
Where do you think they get drafted? Because I got 2 second round picks on both those linebackers. They're
Styles and Allen
graded out 2s.
See, I'm the same way.
I got them both graded.
I'm the
out
same
2s.
way.
Jeremiah Love is a 1, but running backs fall.
Yeah,
running backs tend to fall.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: where do you think they go in real life? Because I think Love is good, but I don't think he's like, they taking Bijan top 3.
Yeah.
They're taking,
and I don't know if he's better than Ashton Gente either.
Right.
And I loved Robinson and Gente, and I'm an old head that likes that running back. I believe that running backs do matter. I think they really matter in this game. So to me, I think that I think there's a chance that Styles, the Ohio State linebacker, gets taken before Love gets taken.
I think Styles is going to be taken around like 18 overall.
It should be.
Allen might go in the 20s or something.
Yeah,
I have no clue where Love is going to go.
Yeah,
I
think he goes somewhere in that range though. I think about Jeremiah
Love. You remember Breece Hall?
I do.
When he kind of came out at the top of the second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dynamic running back, top of the second.
That's where we always put the great running backs, it seems like.
The best one.
Yeah.
I think Jeremiah Love may end up going around somewhere like that, Bryan Broaddus. But I think, and this is where I'm going to bring both of those ideas together, scenarios together. If I can get one of those linebackers, I keep saying running back, but if you got some more picks, you can kind of do what you want to do.
Right.
I think my linebacker is going to go around that range, like in the late teens, and I think I can get a pass rusher I like. Teams suck at drafting, Brian.
Yep.
I think Falk going to go way earlier than he should.
I agree with you on that.
Parker going to go way earlier.
I agree with you on that too.
Howell is small. I think he going to be late.
Yeah.
I think he going to go a little later than them, even though he's the better guy. Brian,
I think he's the bendier guy.
He's the better dude.
He's the better dude.
In general.
Yeah.
Brian, I think and Bailey's going to go like 12 or something, 11, 10. Bailey from Texas Tech.
Yeah. 250-pound guy, by the way.
He's bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Brian, I really think there's some benefit in stacking up in those picks. Like I think there's benefit staying where you at. But I think if you get tricky and the draft gods smile upon you and don't let guys get away from you too far.
You're thinking you could grab Love?
I think I can get Love, a linebacker, and then have my second and third round pick, and I can get a corner and whatever the hell. I can get offensive tackle if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I think I can, though. But there's another side of me. We're going to get in this third portion quick, though. There's another side of me that feels like, who is this top 14 guy going to be?
Yeah.
That's what's really making my ass itch, Brian.
So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is, until you really determine who your 14th guy is, you're interested in backing that thing up.
Yep, because this one of them situations, and it happened last year too.
Yeah.
You remember we was in that situation like, man, look, McMillan going to be gone. Genty going to be gone. I'm not feeling Michael Williams in this area.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling, like some of these other guys, like, like Kenny Grant right here don't feel great to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To where I would almost rather, Brian, think about the draft last year. Pull it up. I almost like the guys later in the draft.
Right.
A little more.
Right.
That's where our Texas corner went. Barron.
Right.
Barron kind of went a little bit later.
Right. Denver.
Some of the wide receivers we was looking at went a little later. Our favorite guys went later, Brian. The pass rusher from Tennessee, Pierce. The pass rusher.
We like Green.
They went later.
Yeah.
So Brian, I'm just asking myself, like, man, if they gonna hype up T.J. Parker and Cassius and Falk like this, I don't know if I want to be in top 14 because the Cowboys might make that mistake.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen Woods, the defensive tackle from Clemson?
I've seen Peter Woods, Brian. I tell you what, people talking about taking top 3, top 5.
I know. Yeah.
I don't think he's better than our Michigan guy last year.
Yeah.
I think our Mason Graham.
Yeah.
I think Mason Graham was a better player than him.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't if I took him, if I had the 8th overall pick and we took Peter Woods, I was like,
yeah,
good player.
So you're hopeful. Like, so Peter Woods is not going to be a guy that you're going to consider at 14.
Nope. Well, if he's there at 14, well, no, because I got tackles now.
Yeah.
I got tackles.
See, that's what I'm saying. No, Peter Woods is going to hopefully drive. I think I've got a couple of wide receivers in the first round with Tyson from Arizona State and Lemon from USC.
Yeah.
I don't have Tate in that group right now myself.
As far as that, as 14,
yeah,
I'm trying to get the best corner I can get, the best pass rusher I can get. I'm probably gonna get my linebacker with the Green Bay pick.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah.
And if anything else happens, it's a damn surprise. Like if it's offensive line or running back or something, it's a surprise.
What if okay, real quick here. What if in fact it turns into Bailey's there from Texas Tech? You have an opportunity, say you have an opportunity to get McCoy. Which one of the corners do you like the best? Is it
like
McCoy, Tennessee, or Delane, or CC from South Carolina, Terrell from Clemson?
I like Delane and then McCoy for me.
Okay, let me do this to you then.
Sure.
If you had a choice between Delane and, say, Bailey, because I think that Bain from Miami might be gone. Mm-hmm. If you had a choice between Bailey, Texas Tech, Delane, LSU, and then throw one of these offensive tackles in there. If you want to say Malagoa, the Miami kid, if you've seen him.
I would take Delane first because I feel like I'm going to run out of corners first.
Okay.
I got a couple more pass rushes I can deal with that I think are going to be around.
Okay.
But to be fair, Brian, because I don't window dress my boy because you kind of taught me that.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting in there and I had to pick between a pass rusher and like Delane or something like that, it wouldn't be Bailey for me.
Okay. I just threw him in there. Okay.
I'll take Cassius Howell over all.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
From A&M, I'll take Cassius Howell over all those kids, right?
I think I would take Delane, then I think I would take Howell, And then I think I would take the offensive tackle. If it was me. Do you have Proctor, Alabama, as a first-round guy?
My spirit says yes, but I'm gonna do a little more research on.
Yeah, I got you.
I think his last year was may be a little better than this year.
Sure.
So let me keep researching.
I got you. I got you.
Down.
Yeah.
But I do like Proctor though.
Yeah. Okay.
I do like Proctor.
Yeah.
Here's my last scenario, Bryan Broaddus. Why don't we just stop messing around? Why don't we just quit kidding ourselves with all this volume? Let's trade both those damn picks. Let's trade 14 and 23 and move up to 4. Let's get Arvell Reese and just don't even worry about nothing else. Let's get Arvell Reese and don't draft till Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't care about now. I don't care about drafting on Friday. Give me Arvell Reese right now, Bryan. So that's kind of what this exercise is like. What do you value? Do you value the one elite guy, or do you want a good player and a really good player, or do you want 4 solid dudes, Bryan? That's what this exercise is about.
I think, okay, what I would do,
what would Bryan?
I really like the way you've walked me through all these. Mm-hmm. You've made me think through all of these.
Yeah.
I think that Reese is going to be the top player on my board.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's going to be the one guy when it's all said and done, when you start to do the stack, I think he's going to be player 1 on my board.
Yeah.
This is one of the best players in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're telling me I've got, and this defense is struggling with personnel, and the offensive tackle room is struggling a little bit right now, especially at right tackle, I think I'm probably going to have to lean in there and say that I need the 4 guys right now as we speak. But, man, I love what you've done, because Reese will be one of the best players in the country. And to move up to get a guy like that, you've got to have ammunition, and you do. You've got the 2 first-round picks. You know, if all of a sudden this stack, I'll be interested to see, and talking to some teams, and we'll do this. I'll be interested to hear some teams and their stacks. If Reese is the number 1 player on most boards, that might be hard to get up there and get him then. I mean, it might have to be a top 3 scenario that you're going to have to go with. You might not have enough to go get a guy like that unless you want to take the 2 picks and put a player with it, tag a player with it to send to somebody.
They can have Jalen Tolbert. They can have whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
Bryan, but look, this is why I say that though, right?
I like it though. He is,
and I respect you wanting I respect you wanting the.
I'm not doing it because of a scout thing.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it because I know my defense is not very good at a lot of positions.
I respect you wanting 4 players to fill out 4 spots.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what I've learned this year, Bryan.
Yeah.
I'm constantly evolving as a scout.
Yeah.
1 elite dude.
Oh, he can make a difference.
It's better than 4 miscellaneous, hard-working characters, Bryan.
I don't. And I think the 4 miscellaneous guys you're talking about are all good players. I don't think they're Reese, but, man, it would be you. Let me tell you this.
Let me ask you this.
Okay, let's just focus on Dallas on this. You know, I mean, we're talking draft for everybody. We're talking if you want any of these players.
Yeah.
But if you're focusing really, really, really on the Cowboys, though, how well Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones do in free agency might tell you what you're going to do with that first pick.
Sure.
If you go out there and you fill a couple, and I'm not talking about bottom fish. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about go and get some legitimate, maybe go get a legitimate corner, maybe get a legitimate linebacker, maybe you get a legitimate, something else, offensive tackle, whatever.
Yeah.
If you go out and have a good, say you go out and win free agency.
Yeah. That gives you freedom.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go get them.
Let's go.
They get you a linebacker you could use.
Let's go.
A corner that you could use.
Let's go.
All that.
Let's go. If you sit there and do a big bag of nothing, mm-hmm. which has been kind of done here as of late, man, we're going to have this discussion, and they're going to tell you they need 4 guys instead of 1 because they did it with Micah Parsons. They said the same thing. They told you about the whole thing, the fact that they got the extra pick. They would rather have. Mm-hmm. We turned this into more players is what they turned it into.
Sure.
But if you go out if you win free agency in a legitimate way, I'm with you about trading up.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking about it, right? Like, would you rather have Micah Parsons or Kalen Carson and Donovan Ezraku and whoever and like one other dude. Like, man,
well, how about
the one elite dude makes
Guyton?
Different. Guyton, sure, Guyton. I like it. The one elite dude makes such a difference.
Oh, sure he does.
I think that one elite dude covers up what those 4 regular dudes would look like.
I don't disagree with you, but you know what?
Because Reese can play both. That's the one thing I keep saying. Like some of these dudes that play both.
Yeah.
Jalen Walker was one. Abdul Carter is one. They're much better at one job than another job.
Right.
Man, Reese could be your linebacker for 60 plays. He could be a pass rusher for 60 plays, Brian.
Yeah.
That dude, nice. Not in a Travis Hunter type way. Because some people think Travis was a little better at one than the other. You know what I'm saying? And the Jags did a lot to go get Travis. They gave up 2 ones to go get him. I got 2 ones for him.
Yeah.
I got 2 ones for you, man. And I'll go get that dude. Damn the rest of these picks. All this, well, if Keldrick Falk is there, I wouldn't take if you draft Arvell Reese, call Derek. I'm taking day 2 off. I ain't coming in for day 3 neither. Kidding me? Hey, man. What I want y'all to do.
Yeah.
I want y'all input too. You know what I mean? This is gonna be this is gonna be a live or whatever premiere. We're gonna be in the chat reading your comments.
Absolutely.
Also go in the comments section. Would y'all rather just keep the ones and draft 2 guys, 2 cool guys? Would you trade up to get 1 elite dude? You ain't got a 2 and a 3. Would you trade back to get a 2 and a 3? Y'all let me know what y'all will do. CrownGlobalMedia.com. That's where you find everything. You find the links to the clothing and the merch. You find the
your
audio,
stuff too.
My stuff on my YouTube. You can go find it. CrownGlobalMedia.com. Brian's under construction.
Man, don't. I'm living in Twitter hell right now.
Don't buy no damn crypto from him.
Yeah, don't buy any crypto or trucks.
Or no trucks. And I'm VOCHLOMBARDI. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. We're going to be doing a lot more philosophical draft talk, but at some point we're going to start breaking players down. So y'all get ready for that. All right, we love y'all. Peace. Crown.